Hello, readers, and welcome to Who's Your um, Reading Mini Lesson. Let me raise this. Looks like it's going to be too close. Okay, so get your reader's notebook out, and we're going to do another teaching point. Actually, what I'd like for you to do, go to the last one we did was survey the text for text features. We need to add one more in here because we never wrote the one down about the text features. So let's do that one. Readers understand the purpose for or of, let's do of text features. Hopefully you've all finished and submitted your Google Slides. I'll check that and make sure, but that was due yesterday. So, okay. I'm going to turn the page because I need a new clean page to work on. And today's teaching point is readers recognize and understand, compare and contrast text structures. Text structure. Okay, this whole part, we're going to do like 3 days on text structure. So if you want to put a little title, text structure. Now, the word structure, guys, just means the way it's organized, okay? So we might even put, let's do a little thing that's the way it is organized. And we're going to have keywords that will help us figure out the way it's organized. Some of you have done the Who's Reading activity that's about text structures, and you've had to sort the keywords to figure out which text structure they belonged in. Well, that's a lot more keywords than what we're going to work with. But if you haven't done that activity, that might be a good activity for you to do at some point to be able to just understand what this whole thing is about. All right, when we're doing compare and contrast, this is no different. We have compare, how they are alike. Contrast is how they're different. And y'all have done this for a long time. It's used in so many areas in education. Science, for one. This thing's a Venn diagram. Okay, so this is thing one. Thing two, sounds like Dr. Seuss, huh? Thing one, thing two, and then in the middle, both, how they're both alike. Okay, so thing one, thing two, how they're both alike. This is called, once again, a Venn diagram. Yes, I want you copying this down. And then the last thing we're going to look at are keywords for this Venn diagram. Okay, so key words, well, for this text structure, okay? Keywords for this text structure. If you see words like, different, both, same, opposite. Now, there are a few words. These are some of the keywords that you can that you'll be looking for. So like, different, both, same, opposite. Things that could fit into a Venn diagram. Okay, let me show you an example. Gosh, this printed really, really small. So let me get down here where y'all can read it. All right, my cousin and I recently had a discussion about whether in his hometown, Chicago, or my hometown, Miami, who has let me go back. See, I'm having trouble reading it too. My cousin and I recently had a discussion about whether in his hometown, Chicago, or my hometown, Miami. This is just poorly written. So, period. Let's fix it. Who has better weather? Question mark. Our discussion centered on 3 differences. See, there's one of our key words from here, different. There are 3 differences between the weather in our 2 hometowns. First, Chicago has all 4 seasons, but Miami does not. Chicago enjoys summer, fall, winter, and spring weather. Miami, in contrast, has only 2 seasons, a very mild winter and a very long summer. Another major difference in the weather between our 2 cities is that Chicago's worst weather occurs in the winter. On average, the high temperature reaches only around 32 degrees, and the low each night goes down to about 20 degrees. The problem in Miami is not the cold, but rather the heat. In the summer, the temperature reaches 95 degrees in the daytime and drops to only 75 or so at night. Finally, people in the city are worried about different weather problems. While Chicagoans' biggest weather for fear is the blizzard, the biggest weather problem for Miami is a hurricane. In the end, my cousin and I learned that each of our hometowns has unique weather. So we could put that on a Venn diagram. I don't see much that's the same on that one, but we could write the things that are for Chicago and the things that are for Miami. They're both towns in the U.S. So that would be our Venn diagram. This would be a compare and contrast text structure. What I want you to do is look through your nonfiction books that are all around the room and see if you can find even just a section or a paragraph that is a compare and contrast type of paragraph. And remember, the keywords you're looking for are where they're going to describe how they're like, different, both, same, or opposite. I'm going to load a Google Doc for y'all to download too. It should be in your reading Google class. I want you to download that, or not download it, but open up that Google Doc, your own copy of it. And when you find a book that has a compare and contrast text structure in it, I want you to identify the title of the book, the page number that you found, keep these keywords on, and write the keywords that you found. You don't need to copy the text or take a picture of it or anything like that. All I want you to do is it'll be in the document, the title, the page number, and the keywords that you found. Then get to your own independent reading. Have a great day, guys.